Barbara Afonso was the model shop supervisor for the miniature that we made for the opening frames of Mummy. It was a really dramatic scene with the sun coming up over Pyramid. Then the camera moves back and you see this gorgeous Sphinx head come into view, and then the camera pans across the front of the temple. Barbara knew that we needed a lot of sculpting done for this miniature and was also really good about asking people to do work that they love to do but often didn't have a chance to do in the shop, wasn't part of their normal job. So she asked me if I was interested in doing the bas reliefs for the front of the temple. This was really exciting for me because when I was in high school I had thought about becoming an Egyptologist. The bas reliefs first in clay, and then I cast them in resin so they could be applied to the front of the temple. Alex Laurent was the art director on this, so we worked closely to determine what it was exactly he wanted. Then, when I had a chance to then paint the bas reliefs and also paint the Anubis that Mark Siegel and Richard Miller sculpted for the set, I got a chance to paint those as well. So Alex worked with me on what he wanted. The set itself was made, I believe that it was made of, basically of medite, a particle board that we typically use for such things. I wasn't really part of the building part of the set, but I did help dress it at the very end. But I know that my pieces were glued onto the front of the temple. We had special columns sculpted and built. Anyway, it was a fun project to work on. Working on miniatures requires being able to adjust for any project. Every single project is similar but different from the prior ones and has different sets of problems. Every project had its issues to overcome. Some are quite difficult. Some were not so much. The ILM model shop really did operate and still does operate. The graduates of it operate like a family. We worked with each other. Well, I was in the model shop for 16 years, so there was a huge bond and depth of experience with the people. You had to kind of earn your wings. You had to usually do several shows before you were completely accepted by all the leads and get regularly hired on the shows. And also, you had to prove your worth as a team player, because if you weren't a team player, it would not work out. We often had to be crowded together working on something in order to get it done. We were practically standing on each other to finish something, and you had to have a huge commitment to the work, to getting it done, getting it on stage. Couldn't be lazy about it. So yeah, the people that continued working together throughout all this time in the model shop were very, very bonded. It's definitely like a family. We shared in each other's happinesses, weddings, babies, whatever. Also, we have been experiencing a few more funerals lately, not just of people from the model shop, but also people that we work with closely, for example, on stage or elsewhere. We're there for each other, and we continue to see each other on a regular basis. It's wonderful.